something that some 2 odd years ago, you guys had a Europe trip. Bloodywood had
Yeah.
a Europe tour. Was that a pinch me feeling that, okay, I have made it over here finally, and Bloodywood as a band is being recognized, and so are individual artists in the band?
Every
100%.
day, every day. Even now, I'm like, hey, did we do that?
Yeah, no,
But
that's very true. It's like whenever you think about it now, it's just like we actually went out there and did that.
I'm
And
actually glad Karan made a documentary about it. Like,
yeah, that's a good point actually. There's a whole documentary on the tour and our journey from where we began to where we reached called Raj Against the Machine. It's on YouTube, so anyone can check it out, if you're interested in
yeah,
the band story. But at the time, before we went on tour, both a surprise and an honor
Mm-hmm.
to perform at the Wacken Open Air, which is the biggest heavy metal festival on the planet. And at that time, we had two originals only, I think, or
Mm-hmm.
three originals out.
yeah.
We got the invitation to perform. So it was a big proving point. It was almost like they'd asked us to come out there and prove ourselves. We'd done it online, these waves, across the world on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
But to do it live is a whole separate ball game, and they'd given us the opportunity to go there and do it.
Yeah,
So
because everybody was like, yeah, this is a YouTube sensation or whatever, it won't work.
yeah,
And then I distinctly remember in Berlin, the promoter was like, tonight we've got 250 shows in Berlin itself, just in Berlin, 250 shows. Or I think more than that, but ours was sold out. So they were like, oh,
What?
you come to Berlin again, just come to our venue.
that's definitely it. It was as much as people would say whatever that it's an internet sensation, and as much of a surprise it was that we did get an invitation for such a huge performance. At the same time, we've always believed that we belong on the big stages of the world, and all we had to do was go out there and prove it to the world and to ourselves, and that's exactly what we did.
So, tell me one crazy moment of that tour, that if in case you remember something.
Should we tell you the story though? Please go and watch it for yourselves because you have to see
Yeah.
the footage to believe it. We had so many shows, and then there are lots of crazy stories also. This is just probably just the craziest. It's always our, like our first pick when people ask us this question. But we had so many back-to-back shows. We had probably like 2 days off, like on the whole tour where we could really just completely, just half, chill and relax. And there was only one day out of that whole month where we could do absolutely nothing, and we think, okay, the tour is over. We've done it. Like it's been a great tour. We can rest now. It's not thinking about the next show. This was the last day of this month-long tour, and our only day off, and we get stuck in a hurricane in Russia in the beginnings of a hurricane. So we were on a beach in Russia the day before we have to play a show, and we saw the beach, enjoyed it, but couldn't spend too much time there relaxing because we did have the show and we did have to rest up and get ready. But the next day we played the show. We celebrated during the night. And our next plan was to go and hang out at the beach and drink a beer, eat some food, all that, and completely just blow off some steam and enjoy what we'd experienced and what we'd managed to achieve over the course of the tour. And that day was when we got stuck in waist deep water and had to escape with all our gear worth lakhs on our back
Oh
to get
my
into
god.
a van, which
Yeah.
we didn't know whether or not this van was coming. We've been
There were
told
speculations that, oh, it's
there
going to
was
come in an hour. No,
speculation.
it's going to come like at 10 at night. And then someone just comes in. They're like, oh, the van is outside. Go right now or you will miss your flight for sure.
And you'll have to stay in this hotel and
Yeah.
survive this hurricane for
Yeah.
the next few days. And we'd miss our flights, and our visa was only a 4-day visa in Russia, based
Yeah.
on 2-day visa based on the duration of our time there, including our performance.
Yeah.
So, whatever songs that I've heard, of Bloodywood, they've always been supporting some or the other cause,
Yeah.
be it about political issues that you've highlighted or something supporting to the women. Again, was that an idea that you had in your mind from the very beginning, or it just happened organically as you started making music?
That was an idea from the very beginning. I think
Yeah,
Rahul would
and
agree. Yeah.
the cool part about that though is that we all had that feeling within us individually. You know, it was something that came out naturally over the course of the conversation about where the band was heading and what we're going to do. But all of us have been about that, you know, music with a message and music that can create a real world impact. I mean, and I think our first original, you know, so like I said, Ari Ari was the song that really exploded for us, and you know, really got lots of people talking about the band and paying attention. So then again at that point it was another proving point where it was still a remix, you know, it wasn't an original song, and there were questions of it being a one-hit wonder, all that stuff. Not for us though, like we knew we had to, I mean, we knew we were going to go out there and do something special. But so our plan was to again make music with a message. All of us spoke about it in the aftermath of Ari's success. The next song we made is called G V-Ray, and it's about mental health and battling depression through heavy metal. And the thing is, our plan for the video, I mean, and for the music, was to just let the listener tap into their inner strength and overcome their demons. You know, join them in their fight, like make music that heals, and you know, just offers a little bit of support. And Karan came up with this idea actually, which is that we can go one step further and spend some of the money we'd saved up on
that was actually all
the money we have it saved up on counseling sessions. You know, we could offer by using a code that's generated by the band, and you could access the link to an online counseling session to video itself. So it's that the music itself was created with the intent to empower and to heal. But if someone is really in trouble and use our code and get a free
and it was all anonymous as well. Like, I mean, it was you could text the therapist, you could call the therapist, and you know, just like avail whatever help, or if you needed just a safe space to talk, it was all like it was there, and this is what we could do. But a really nice thing happened after that, where I mean, we had so many people, like they got used really quick, but it was still going on because a lot of people who listened to the music and they were like, you know what, we'd like to help and keep this moving forward. A lot of people actually did donated and kept buying more sessions for other people and kept rolling for like almost like, I think almost for a year it kept happening where like, people were still using those coupons, and I was like, we bought 60, that's all we had, and it's still going on.
Sound make a revolution. This is the act of war. This is the evolution. Remember those who raged before, with the last straw hard to the core, and we're ready for more. Rise up and get on the attack. Become the generation, break the camel's back.